Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Thanks for joining us, and I hope this message finds you safe. Just got a short little extra episode today, a little bonus episode. Still working on the finale for Observer Effect, but we're having a little bit of technical difficulties on our side on top of everything else that's going on that's delaying it. So just please be patient while we continue to try to get that to the quality you've come to expect. In the meantime, if you have any questions, we are still planning on doing a debrief episode. I'd love to get those. You can email them to me at membersofksl@gmail.com or reach out to us on Twitter at membersofksl. Alright, I'll let y'all get to this. Thank you. Bye. Are you there, John?
Mm-hmm.
So have you been keeping notes, or do you just try to remember as much as you can?
I've not been keeping notes, no.
Okay. I've been keeping notes on my side for stuff that I'm trying to make sure I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know if you... I know Tabitha's not keeping, like, investigation notes.
Mm. Oh yeah, I don't think I had mentioned previously that we saw finally did see Star Wars in mid-January.
Oh yeah?
The last one. Yeah, I mean, I felt like it seemed rushed, like in its creation, not really in storytelling.
Yeah.
But it just sort of felt like it needed a little bit longer to incubate.
I mean, part of it was they, like, recut, like, they changed, scripts in editing.
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, they didn't reshoot some scenes, but they cut together some of the scenes that happened in the end. Like, originally, Kylo Ren wasn't supposed to die. He was supposed to be standing there next to Rey at the end when Rey says that she's a Skywalker. Yeah, there were some slight differences.
Yeah, I noticed that there were no Force ghosts at the end of this one, which I'd sort of expected there to be.
There was, I mean, Luke and Leia were there as Force ghosts.
When?
At the end of the movie.
Where?
When Rey, like, when the old lady walks up and asks Rey who, Rey looks off into the middle distance and looks at Luke and Leia's Force ghost.
So I must have missed that, because I remember her looking off, but all I recall was the double setting sun, where there were Force ghosts out there too.
Yeah, unless they removed it, but yeah, when I saw it in theaters, there was a Luke and Leia Force ghost.
Why we don't see Force ghosts in Rise of Skywalker? Yeah, I'm reading this in this article, and it says there aren't Force ghosts in the movie. So, I mean, I don't know. But then this says, why are there only 2 Force ghosts at the end? So, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
On the other, yeah, I honestly do not remember Force ghosts at the end of the.
Yeah,
But it would have made sense for there to have been. I'm surprised I didn't notice them. Yeah, I mean, it says here Luke and Leia show up as Force ghosts.
Yeah.
At the end, both Luke and Leia appear before Rey on Tatooine as Force ghosts.
Right.
Yeah, I totally didn't notice them at all.
It's okay.
I mean, I noticed the setting sun. I thought that's what we were supposed to be paying attention to, and honestly, I was a little confused because it wasn't a great framing of the setting sun, but it must have been because we were supposed to be looking at the damn Force ghosts. So,
or maybe they cut the frame so that the Force ghosts weren't in there anymore.
No, I mean, I don't think they,
or they just took them out of the Force ghosts.
No. I mean, I'm not saying that there weren't there in the version I saw. I just don't recall.
Yeah.
So that's my fault.
Are you back, Tabitha?
I'm here.
Okay.
So I know
I like
where
how
he is.
John
We're
is just having your tokens dance. dance on the screen right now.
It's so weird. This system is so effed up. So I've
Right.
selected all 3 of them, and I'm trying to rotate them, and they just sort of like randomly rearrange themselves on the screen. It is so bizarre.
They are staying generally in the same alignment.
Yeah, but not entirely. Like, yeah.
So it looks like what's happening is Cindy is, well, no, because it didn't happen that time.
Yeah.
Whoever is closest to an actual square of the grid is being put on that square, and then the other 2 are going.
But see, look, they're not like none of them are in a square, and like
that's true.
and some of them are rotated at a different angle than others. But whatever. Anyway, back to the real game at hand. Okay, so.
Do you need a drink or anything?
No.
You still good?
I haven't drunk any of these.
Need help?
I'm just slightly entangled
Ensorcelled.
and sourced. I killed a bitch. You proud of me?
Gonna have myself a person now.